It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Los Angeles Rams versus Teddy Bridgewater and the Miami Dolphins.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
At the 30-yard
line. A gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Complete to number 86.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll split it at the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The Dolphin ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a
first catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Holding offense.
Come on, man.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings, and we're walking out in the hall, and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. On 1st down, Ayers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And taken right. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Number 22.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number
We've seen
86.
quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We
First
have, and I
down,
think it works a
Dolphins.
couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. To throw, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Frazier.
Bridgewater's pass.
That catch good for
complete
5.
to number
It's
83.
third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Breida. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks.
The Rams take
so
over
every time I hear
1st and
fans
10
telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You Coca 19. Mike 55.
Throwing again. Ayers. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. But you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense
the ball carrier.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Ayers. He's going to air one out. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you got a chance to come back to him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Rams
well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run this with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here.
Bridgewater on the keeper. A gain of 9 yards.
Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Bridgewater's
and at the 42-yard line here, and brought 86. Down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
To throw is Bridgewater. Now a short one to Gesicki. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far in the second quarter. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Cam Akers, the ball
It's a gain
carrier.
of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
At the 31. Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And this one incomplete.
Trubisky's
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass.
Bridgewater's pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's third down. And 2
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Passer, defense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
It's a gain of 9 yards.
To Matt Breida.
And they're going to face a third down.
A 9-yard
I
gain
came to
on
my
the
feet
play.
on that one. I thought he was
And
getting close to breaking that one
down.
big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So
Bridgewater's
much for
pass.
the run on 3rd and 1.
To number
Instead, it's a
86.
big chunk in the pass
First
game.
and
First
goal
down.
at the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass. Over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. We're in a tie ball game, but great starting field position, so some work to do if they want to keep this a tie game.
And in the NFL, every possession is a challenge. But when they start on your side of the field, your side of the 50,
more of a challenge.
That challenge really ramps up. So I'm eager to see what they decide to do defensively. Do they play conventionally? Or maybe they start to attack a little bit more and try to dictate to the offense.
Are they up to that challenge? Back to the air on 2nd down. Ayers. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ayers. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Ayers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Here I come again. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right.
From the gun, Ayers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
54 is Mike. 54 is Riggs. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Ayers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play.
14.
Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Off play action. Ayers. Going right side here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend,
at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
He was brought down
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. For 39 yards there, a big one.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there. Big time completion.
He'll get only a couple down.
Number 23, Cam Akers.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be incomplete. Ayers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Exit. Exit.
Off the play fake. Ayers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And this will leave him a yard short.
Number 22.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was
the previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
21.
Back now here on
14.
EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now. Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Number 84.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down,
Another
Miami.
nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Time to go to work. Let's go. Oh, wow.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
To Matt Breida.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Bridgewater on
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Rams now coming out on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming out.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a bit.
12 yards there and a first down.
Rams. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Ayers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again. Ayers. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Let me play, dog. Let me play.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Ayers. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman.
Ayers pass.
They do get 9,
Complete
but it leads to 4th down.
Perriman.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Pass complete to Mike Gesicki. Touchdown,
40
Miami.
yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time.
Makes the
and that's
score
exactly
Dolphins
what he did
28,
there. Caught that,
Rams
ran
14.
with it all the way to the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Ayers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive. About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10.
By the Dolphins.
You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And it's third down.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. They can stop the clock 2 more times here. We'll see how they play it.
And a lot of people are wondering, what do you do in that sequence? Well, you're looking ahead and you're saying, get a stop, timeout. Get a stop, timeout. You're out of them at that point, but you try and save as much as possible because you know they're going to try and run the clock down on offense, and you want to make sure you're trying to do it on 3rd down as opposed to 1st or 2nd.
Right, so use those timeouts quick.
Use them quick because you're really hoping in that sequence somewhere, you actually create a turnover and take the ball away.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next.